have we made this week?
Sir, this chamber has posted a net profit of 11 million. More so, the check from Field Petroleum would mature in the next 3 days. That brings our figure to 14 million, sir.
I see. Now you go and make a letter to the Anglican bishop. Plead with him to see reasons and withdraw from the case. Make it clear to him that I will disgrace him in the court if he continues with that case. Is that okay?
All right, sir.
Please make the letter loaded. Very, very loaded.
Consider
Okay?
it done, sir. Consider it done.
Is that okay?
Let me go and drop the letter here, sir.
That's right.
Sir, the book that is on the line.
It's okay. You can go. The animal called vulture. Ogbuefi Akokalia himself. It's okay. No problem. In the next 1 hour, I will get to my house and give and take 2 hours. I'll be there with you. It's okay. It's okay, my friend. Enjoy yourself. The animal called vulture. That's okay. My regards. Okay.
Okay, get what we
When you pray, brother.
Who did you get the one of family? The animal called vulture
It's the animal most holy. You sounded so urgent. I hope all is well.
And because my son is a woman and it bothers me a lot.
Why are you sounding this way?
He talks like a woman, reasons like a woman. In fact, he has ultimately turned himself to being a woman. Huh? Ozowalo is a chip of the old block. Honestly, it bothers me that he came out second.
The animal called vulture
Must always be the animal most holy.
Your time is fast approaching. How are you preparing?
In the next meeting of the Brotherhood, I am going to introduce my son, Ozowalo, for the most holy initiation. I want to transfer all, everything that I have, my business, my property, I transfer all to him. And when I depart this world of trial and error, I want you please to stand by his side.
You are reminding me of my duties. It's a thing I will always do, whether I like it or not.
I bought a share of 1.6 billion naira from Sunflower Mills PLC. I want you to sell it and use it in purchasing shares in amalgamated breweries. I have a reason for this.
It will always be done. The moment the documents get to me, I will effect changes.
Okay, thank you.
Can I have a bottle of malt, please?
Yeah, I will, but let them, they'll get it right now. The animal called vulture.
It's the animal most holy.
They'll get it for you.
Brother, Mr. Agu came to my house weeping like a baby. I'm convinced he has repented of his evil. But brother, I would want you to cancel this suspension. That man may die.
You've never asked me of anything that I have the means of doing and I didn't do it. But this case is complicated.
You are the MD of the bank. Would you allow your fellow man to be moving from house to house, weeping like a baby? Eh?
You have said the right thing, that I'm the MD of the bank. Yes, I am the MD. But I want you to understand that we're into the business of keeping and managing other people's money. We don't have money of our own. And this young man, Mr. Agu, ignited the wrath of the man who has the singular highest individual deposit in this bank. If this man decides to close his account or probably transfer it to another bank, 1, this bank will be distressed. 2, I will lose my job. Likewise, every other staff of this bank. So, you can see this case is highly complicated.
But brother, what if I get this Mr. Agu to go and apologize to Ogbuefi? Would you cancel the suspension?
Oh, who am I? Without pleasure. If the high chief calls me on phone now and says he has forgiven the young man, I will cancel the suspension with immediate effect.
Okay, in that case, I'll get you to do that.
Better for him.
Thank you. Brother, thank you.
Have I got you?
Yes, sit down, my son. Read this letter.
So what are you insinuating?
Read it properly.
I've read it. Ego is saying here that Anikwe, the son of Ogbuefi Neboli Satokalia, wants to marry her.
Then what do you make of it?
What do you mean by that, Papa? That marriage will be the best thing that will happen in our family. And do you know the millions upon millions of naira that will be pumped into this family?
John, you are a disgrace.
I am a disgrace. How?
So if it happened that I had gone the way of my ancestors, you will release your kid sister to be married to a family that is versatile in charms and courts, simply because of what you call millions and millions. John, you have disappointed me.
Papa, I'm sorry, but you are being very irrational. How could you prevent your own daughter from entering where her happiness will be guaranteed? Why?
Ego will never marry the son of a man who is into court and charms. Get that right into your thick head. And should I go to sleep tonight and fail to wake up tomorrow morning, understand that I was strictly against that marriage. And if you go on to release her to them, my spirit will not rest chasing you all the days of your life.
See, Papa, you are taking this to a different angle, and I don't like it.
I don't like it too. Give me that. You can say what you like. I can't repeat myself. I'm your father. Like to listen to what I say, you don't like. Do you know?
In that your bank, I have a deposit of about 4.2 billion. So what you now want to do is to transfer my eye in that bank so that you have the opportunity to defraud the bank and I lose my money.
Sandy, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I never knew she had any link with you. Ego is a very decent girl. I've just been suspended from the bank.
So what do you want?
I am asking for forgiveness. Ego will remain in our branch as long as she wants. If she demands for any transfer, it will be done in less than 5 minutes. Please forgive me.
Aniko, don't bring my complimentary.
My friend, get off from there.
Give it to your MD.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
If you see anything, anything that could cause her harm, and you don't tell her, I'll personally kill you.
I'll promise to watch over her. No problem. There will be no problem, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Say money no good, they where you they suffer. Come out for road, my brother. Onyeje go be the chopper. If you say money no find no, they where you they suffer. Come out for road, my brother. Onyeje go be the chopper.
How could you conspire with Papa to talk rubbish?
Ego, sit down. I will explain. You see, I did not conspire anything. Papa took that decision alone. I was actually defending your right for you to marry any husband of your choice. But Papa was succinct in saying that you will never marry the son of Ogbuefi Akukalia.
Why now? Why? I mean, what was his reason?
Of course, he said that the family are so versatile in all sorts of charms, sorcery and cultism. He even threatened to haunt me with his spirit. That's if you contract the marriage over his dead body.
Look, sweetheart, I love you, okay? My family is free with you. Don't bother your head about what my dad says. It has nothing solely to do with our relationship.
Ego. Ego, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. John, I was just wondering why Papa said this family is versatile in charms, sorcery and cultism. I mean, how did he know this? Who told him all this?
But if they ask me, I don't see anything wrong with that family. If charms, sorcery and cultism could give the kind of money in that family, then I'm comfortable with cause.
John, what did you just say?
You heard me.
Remove the blind from your eyes.
Father, where are you?
My son, you are most welcome. This is the Brotherhood of Vultures. The vulture is the most holy animal in the world. And that's why no people eat it. Your father brought you into this brotherhood because he found something good here. Now tell me, are you ready to be one of us?
That's why I'm here.
Good. Are you ready to abide by the rules and regulations of this brotherhood?
Yes, I am.
A day will come when you will divulge the secret of this brotherhood to persons not sanctified. The day you do that will be your last day on planet Earth. Now do you say vulture to that?
Vulture.
The animal called vulture. Now step up. Come and touch the vulture. The animal called vulture. The animal who's holy. Obivia Bokalia. Drain the blood of innocent souls and let him drink and pass on to members. Now drink it. Give it back to your father. And pass it on to all the members. Give it back to your father. When you drop it, give him our mask to wear. You are welcome. The animal called vulture.
The animal most holy. And you're not kidding. I want you to tell me what he meant.
Tell you what?
Your father said you had enough time. Time for what, Anikwe? I want you to tell me time for what? Time for what?
Look, I have told you time and time again, the issue is a family affair. It has got nothing to do with you.
But I entered a blood covenant with you. Anikwe, I am part of your family. Or are you telling me I'm not?
Leave the blood covenant out of this. That issue is a family affair. And let me tell you, my blood covenant with you is a personal thing.
I can't believe this. Anikwe, tell me the truth! Is your family into charms, sorcery and cultism?
How dare you? How dare you utter such nonsense? Who are the people you listen to?
I can see you're not ready to tell me the truth yet.
Now change this topic or I'll throw you out of here right now.
You're not going to sleep. You're not going to sleep.
You are now a proper man. The world is completely under your feet.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad.
Let's go.
Mr. Ago, I want to believe that what happened before was a mistake. If it happens again, I won't hesitate to fire you permanently.
Sir, it would never happen again. I never knew she had any contact with Chifa Kokalea. I'm sorry for the embarrassment.
That is over. Now I want you to do a letter for Miss Egodozie. Shiva Kokalea want her transfer from the commercial banking sector to any other department that she will not have access, information, or knowledge, or anything concerning the Kokalea group account. And I think the best department for her now is the International Remittance Department. So I want you to do a letter to that effect immediately.
Okay, sir. I will do it immediately.
And any further indiscriminate transfer from you will attract commensurate sanction from me. I hope I've made myself clear.
Sir, you can't be clearer. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Go and do your job well.
Papa, you cannot just allege that a family is into cultism, sorcery and charms. How do you know?
Ego, you are my daughter. I have not alleged anything. Ubuefia Kokalea is into cultism. And his son, no matter what any person can think or say, will never marry my daughter.
Oh, Papa, you don't go to church. What is the difference between what you do and what Ubuefia Kokalea does?
That is a nice question. I worship God after the order of my fathers. I'm a traditionalist. Besides, there is a great difference between what I do and what the cultist does.
Papa.
A sea of difference.
Papa, I'll marry Anikwe. See, my relationship with him is opening doors for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ego, you are preempt. If you want to preempt what I may likely do, then proceed to do what you have said. After all, don't say about this to the son of
Marry Anikwe.
Vulture.
Is the animal most holy?
Ogwefi Kokalea, in 2 days' time you will join me in the permanent feast of most holy innocent souls. I came to find out if you are ready.
I am ready to join the most holy vulture.
Good. The entire wealth must be transferred to Ozowalo that I met, which our most holy vulture accepted. Do exactly that, so that you will have a blissful expiration.
I know everything.
The verdict remains that your first son will see, but will not enjoy. Do I make myself very clear on that?
You do, your honor.
The animal called vulture
is the animal most holy.
The animal called vulture
is the animal most holy. In 2 days' time, it will happen. I want you to stand on your feet. Be a man. The world is under your feet.
Thou mercy.
Yes. You shall not weep. You shall not cry. Neither shall any man from the neighborhood hear your voice. Did I make myself clear?
Very clear, Dad.
Now you can go and sleep. The world is under your feet.
Yes, what can we do for you?
My name is Barrister Shodi, and I represent Ikwama Chambers.
You're welcome, Mr. Shorty.
Thank you very much. Inside this envelope, you will find the details of an account with Chase Manhattan Bank in the US. I want you to transfer $600,000 into it immediately.
You want me to transfer what?
If I'm correct, you're supposed to be the Director of International Remittancy Department.
Very correct.
Now, if I'm correct like you just said, then you make the transfer.
Why don't you transfer this money through your account? You said you represent Ikwama Chambers and I know you have an international account with this bank. So why don't you transfer the money through your account?
Now you see my dear, when we make transfer like this, we do it across the counter. You see, we have a policy in the chambers not to use our international account for small transactions like this.
Mr. Shorty, what you are asking me to do is money laundering and I am not going to be involved in that.
Now you listen to me, my dear. I represent Ikwama Chambers, like you know, and you see, we get anything we want.
I'm sorry, you're not going to get this one.
Now let me tell you, the man that was here before you was a smart banker. You see, had it been I met him here, he would have effected this transfer long ago and I would have paid him his entitlements.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So now you tell me, are you going to transfer this money or not?
Mr. Shorty, I will wire the money if only you route the transfer through your account. If you sit down with me here till tomorrow asking me to commit money laundering for you, sorry, you'll be wasting your time. As you can see, Mr. Shorty, I'm a very busy lady and there's a queue outside there waiting for you to step out. Have a nice day.
I see. I see.
Yeah, Miss Karim, you send in the next person.
the slip of the transfer. Can I have a look?
Sir, you can't believe this.
Believe what?
Sir, you wouldn't believe me.
Don't tell me you have lost that document, because I want to fax it to Canada right away.
Far from that, sir. Sir, the management of Standing Bank suddenly made one stupid brat, one lady, the head of International Remittance Department.
A stupid woman? Why a woman? Have they forgotten how hot that seat is?
Sir, I don't know. But what I know is that I spent more than 30 minutes explaining to this woman why our transfer must be made. But she just refused.
But what was her reasons?
Sir, that brat called our transactions money laundering, sir.
She said we are what? Come, what does she know about financial law of the Federal Republic? Barrister Ibama, a money launderer.
Sir, I was as shocked as you, sir.
Get me the identity of that lady. I will deal with her my own way. I had wanted to involve the management of the bank, but there's no point. I will have to rusticate her my own way. Please be fast about it.
No problem, sir. I see what I can dig out on her, sir.
So I went to her joint account to withdraw some money for some runs, only for the bank manager to tell me that all the money in our joint account have been moved into Akokalia Group. Can you explain that?
That was not my doing. You can find out from Dad. He ordered it.
Somebody has some explanation to do here. What nonsense is this? Ogbuefi, good morning. I want an explanation. I want to know why you instructed the bank to transfer all the money in our joint account to the group account, and my small brother made the sole signatory. I want somebody to explain it to me. Ogbuefi, I know you can hear me. It's just unfair. Why would somebody do this kind of thing? Dad, I don't want to make a threat that I will do anything stupid. Please. Dad? 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 Mama, get up, get up. Papa is not breathing. Mama, get up, get up, get up. Mama.
In 2 days' time, it will happen. I want you to stand on your feet. Be a man. The world is under your feet.
Dad, I'll miss it.
Yes. You shall not weep. You shall not cry. Neither shall any man from the neighborhood hear your voice. Did I make myself clear?
Very clear, Dad. The animal called vulture
is the animal most holy.
Daddy. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? I told you that Ogbuefi was an occultic man. He was an occultic man. He has killed himself and has killed our mother too. If he had a conscience, why did he kill himself alone?
Yes, am I through to Paramount Undertakers? Good. My name is Ozawalo Akokalia.
My parents just died last night, so I want you to get your ambulance and come to our house immediately. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay, I'm happy to come. Look, great men, they die in their sleep. Our father was a great man.
I asked you to get me the identity of the lady that called me a money launderer. How far have you got?
Sir, that lady happens to be the fiancée of Anikwe, the son of your friend Ugbefe Akokalia.
Are you serious? The useless Anikwe? Come, upon all the men on earth, that lady could not find herself a good person to marry, other than useless Anikwe. I'm not surprised. Useless ladies are meant for useless men. That is why that stupid Anikwe got that woman as a wife.
Sir, a young man named Ozawale is waiting outside. He introduced himself as the son of Ugbefe Akokalia.
Oh, please, don't keep him waiting. Let him come in immediately. Barrister Soti, you can go. We still have a lot to talk later.
Right, sir, no problem.
I will never fail to deal with that lady. The animal called the vulture.
Is the animal most holy?
Please sit down.
Thank you.
So how are you?
Daddy, it has happened. Ogbuefi has gone the way of his ancestors.
The animal called vulture.
Is the animal most holy. But Daddy, there's something I didn't quite understand, which my dad never mentioned to me, and I'm not too sure if he was aware of that.
What is that?
He departed with our mom. He died in his sleep, and she equally died in her sleep. Though I have deposited their bodies in the mortuary, but I am still surprised at the coincidence.
Don't be surprised. It wasn't a coincidence. It is part of our secret paths within the brotherhood. Any member whose wife is sexually active will definitely expire with the wife. And that was the case with your mother. If she had been left behind, there is bound to be a very serious disaster. Any man who goes personal with her will die after 2 days. The 2 days represent 2 legs of the most holy vulture. That was what happened.
He never mentioned that to me.
Ozu Dele, the chief priest of the brotherhood, cannot even boast of knowing the entire rules and regulations of the brotherhood. We apply them as they come. Well, I made a promise to your father that I will always stand by you, and I am committed to that promise.
Thank you very much.
I had your father's instruction to sell off his shares in Sunfly PLC and buy that of the amalgamated breweries. I have done that. The documents will be ready after the burial, and it's all in your name.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
you will have to prepare to buy another apartment for yourself. I had your father's instruction to sell that house immediately after the burial ceremony.
Why sell the house?
There's a reason to it. You can now go.